Literally a day after I was bitching about The Mandalorian officially sucking because of Lizzo and Jack Black, Disney goes out and does something and one-ups themselves completely by having Daisy Ridley returning to reprise her role as Rey Palpatine in a new Star Wars film. Yeah, it was announced today. They also announced two other movies. I think one is taking place in the Mandalorian universe, which I've already completely gave up on that. The whole Jack Black Lizzo episode that just tanked. It was absolutely atrocious. You can watch my video about it yesterday. And then they're having one that's set like early, like before everything. I don't even know how many years, but I tuned out a second that I found out that they are praising this movie as by women, for women, girl power. Yeah, Rey's back, baby. So we're going to have a Palpatine build the new Jedi Order. Yeah, just forget everything about the Jedi that was developed through lore and backstory and stuff from George Lucas, because Disney's essentially throwing that out the fucking window. We have Mary Sue here, the unstoppable Rey. Again, I liked her potential as a character in Force Awakens, but then the rest of the sequel trilogy just completely cut it out. On top of that, Daisy Ridley has literally said Star Wars ruined her career after the sequel trilogy, and now she's coming back. I guess money talks, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at this article real quick, because this just came out. So yeah, she will be the center of the first Star Wars feature film since 2019. And Jesus Christ, it's already been that long. It feels like Rise of Skywalker just came out. Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy announced at Star Wars Celebration in London on Friday. So Sharmeen Obad-Chinoy for Miss Marvel will direct from a script by Stephen Knight, who made Peaky Blinders. The film follows the events of Rise of Skywalker and will focus on Rey as she builds a new Jedi Order. I'm going to be honest, it shouldn't be Rey building the new Jedi Order. It should have been Ben Solo. It should have been Kylo Ren's real life character. Like not Kylo Ren First Order, but Ben Solo should have been the one making the new Jedi Order. But you know how everything is nowadays. Girl power. Women have to do it. We can't have a straight white male because men are bad. Men are evil. We don't need a man mansplaining our Star Wars for us. We need a female because diversity and inclusion and girl power. Yay! That's exactly what it is. They could have had Kylo live. Spoiler alert, Kylo Ren could have lived. And him and Rey could have built a new Jedi together. But no, we cannot have a guy do anything good. And we're having somebody that directed Miss Marvel, which I think Miss Marvel was another clusterfuck of girl power. I know some people liked it. I absolutely hated Miss Marvel. So yeah, continuing on with this article, this is the project marks several major milestones for the franchise. Obad Chinoy, and I know I'm butchering her last name, I do not care, is the first woman and first person of color to direct a Star Wars movie. And that's the thing right here. That is the ticket. This is exactly what they want. They want it to be focused more on that. Like, oh, look what we did. This is identity politics at its best. This is the first Star Wars movie by a woman and a person of color. Look at us. Instead of just worrying about, hey, we fucked up on the sequel trilogy. Let's make sure this is good. Let's make sure it stands by the merit that it's written well, that it actually continues a good story. Because I'll be honest, I can get over the whole Rey thing. I'm not triggered because, oh, it's a woman. Oh, I'm a conservative Republican and I'm right-winged and I hate women. No, it's not that. I want a good plot. If they could make a good plot, a good story, develop it good, and have it actually be enjoyable and entertaining and make it feel like it's true to the source material of Star Wars without identity politics, without SJW bullshit, then awesome. I don't give a fuck if Rey's the main character. If it's good, let's do it. Come on, please. But the fact that they're emphasizing, oh, it's a first woman and first person of color to direct, fuck off. All right? Fuck off with all that. Ooh, it's for modern audiences. Let's go. Oh, fuck off. They're giving her acclaims right here, by the way. Pakistani filmmaker won 2 Academy Awards for a documentary short in 2011 for Saving Face and 2015 for A Girl in the River, The Price of Forgiveness. And she most recently directed 2 episodes of Miss Marvel for Disney+. So, yeah, who wants this? Who wants this, honestly? Jon Favreau did give some comments. He says, it's just exciting. I always find it really satisfying, encouraging when you have people who come through Star Wars, come back to Star Wars. It shows you how strong that community is and how big of a bond you develop. For Daisy to come back and be part of where this is going, I'm excited to see what happens here. So this is just... I feel this is just a mess. And it seems like Star Wars, like, since Rise of Skywalker, has kind of been in a standstill. People are trying to figure out what's going on. There was some movies that were scheduled. The Rogue Squadron series, or the movie, was supposed to come out. That got pulled because of layoffs and Disney cutting back ties and all that. This is talking about that right here. And then there was a Star Wars movie by Kevin Feige that was supposed to be coming out, and it also got shelved. So now this newest movie with Rey is the newest one that is going to be coming out. So this was after a whole bunch of, like, I guess, schedule changes and shelving projects and stuff because Disney's in trouble. You saw it affect the MCU as well. And I feel that these people in Hollywood fail to realize why they're in trouble, because we have a very small but vocal part of the fan base that enjoys this diversity inclusion bullshit that the majority of Star Wars fans don't like. Oh, you're hurting my Star Wars. That's what they think we sound like. No, it's not so much that, okay? It's great that you want inclusion. It's great that you want diversity. It's great that you want strong female leads. It's great that you want LGBTQ plus representation. But fuck, man, if that's the main focus of what you're making, you're doing it all wrong. Write some good stories. Make it something that's amazing to watch. Make it fun. Make it enjoyable. When all you have behind your project is identity fucking politics, that's where it falls down. That's where it, fails to meet the expectations of what people want to see for entertainment. It's not being a bigot. It's not being closed-minded. It's fucking facts. It's facts up the yin yang. And I just feel that this has disappointment written all over it. Sure, I'm going to take a wait-and-see approach with it. But I have no hopes for this. I have absolutely zero hopes for this new movie whenever it fucking comes out. Who knows? Hopefully by then Kathleen Kennedy is booted out as the head of Lucasfilm, because I think many of us want her gone. So what do you guys think about this? Let me know your thoughts.